Hello and welcome to more Project Warlock. I'm getting psyched. Let's go. Alright, holy shit, this game is fast. So I was playing a lot of Dark Souls recently, and honestly, it's kind of funny that I'm currently having the most fun with the game, like, ever. So I'm playing a sorcerer, and it's way overpowered. But it's really fun, you know. I was struggling with the game for the whole time, and now I'm just like bashing through everything with an overpowered build like nothing else. Alright, so I'm just noticing that my shotgun upgrade was reset. And honestly, I kind of think the quad shotgun, you know, it's kind of okay, but kind of boring. So I want to go with a flak cannon because I really love the flak cannon from the Unreal Tournament games, as you can probably tell by... and I got an achievement for that. As you can tell from my railgun in Unloved, which has the secondary fire mode. What does it look like? It looks like the laser rifle. 8. Or does it? Kinda. Honestly, this could have been a shotgun upgrade. Anyway, whatever. So, what else? Maybe you can get an upgrade. Nope. Nope. I don't know. Yeah. So, today was a very, very successful day. Played a bit of Dark Souls. Worked on my game a lot. Now we're in Hell. Hellish Castle. Hellish Antarctica. Hellish Egypt. The shores of Hell. And the Lord of Hell. Awesome. Looking forward to these. I really love Hell-themed maps in pretty much anything. Kind of thinking what kind of Hell maps I hated. Nah, Hell is always awesome. Let's go! I'm getting psyched again! And this weird medieval music, like... we're at a medieval festival! Whoa, holy shit! Man, this... If I had never played Doom, I would be like, man, this looks like Doom! No, wait. Whatever. Is this a fucking Kako demon? Holy shit, this shotgun is cool, man! But I don't know, it kind of feels like the same. But whatever. Oh yeah, I have magic. I was like, what's the right mouse button again? Oh yeah. So if you can't tell, I haven't played it for a while. Curse spell. Meh. You know, I've said it in the previous video, but whoa, 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 whoa. But these spells are kinda lame. So, not really gonna bother with that too much. What balls? Yeah, whatever. The fire effect might be cool, but I just remembered. Yes, that's not bad. Eat shit. Eat all the shit. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy shit, man. This weapon is overpowered as fuck. Holy ass. And the frame rate, my god, this is bad. Oh well. I guess this will be the penultimate video. So, whatever. Friggin' succubus! Whoa! I mean, a switch that looks like an eye? I mean, where did I see that? Whoa! I'm not a fan of these worms because they're invisible, but still they're blocking me. But whatever. Whoa, 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 I'm dead. Fuck my ass. I don't know. It kind of feels like the original shotgun was more powerful, but maybe I should have gone with a quad shot. Whatever. I can use the normal shotgun. Alright, let's try this again. This is just... Get wrecked, everyone! Get wrecked in the face! Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, it feels like this is the only... I mean, look at this, I'm melting everything. Everything is getting friggin' melted. This is the only... like, real weapon in this game, it feels like. Even the super shotgun, I'm kind of disappointed by that upgrade. I kind of feel like the original was more powerful. Like, why the hell would I use this fire thing if I could just... Maybe I'm not using it right, maybe I'm a stupid ass, whatever. Whoa. Yeah, why would I set something in... Why would I want to set something on fire if I can just blast it, you know? Anyway, whatever. So, this hell theme, okay, I kind of like it, but it doesn't really feel all that special, honestly. But, whatever. The, you know, obviously, the Doom Eternal hell theme was honestly the best friggin' hell theme I've ever seen in any game so far, so that's the new standard for me now. But you know, this is an indie game, honestly, obviously, so whatever. It's fine. So this is basically a pain element, huh? Die. Die, you know? Like, really die. Not even kidding. Is, like, any weapon garbage now? No, these weapons are fine. Whatever. Why is this blocking? Whatever. Let's go. This key. Yes. Nice. Now the zombies are back. Finally. You know. This is very irritating. Like it's turning green, but it's okay. It's because of the color, like the filter. Whatever. But it looked like a secret. But the secret is moving. Whatever. Alright. So yeah, today I was playing Dark Souls. And you know what I mean by the most fun? I have played like almost 1,000 hours in that game. But most of that was PvP. And the PvP in that game is really terrible. But at the same time it's amazing. So what I mean is that the netcode in that game is just, you know, not only the netcode, but I think the game servers, because from what I've heard is that Dark Souls only has 2 servers worldwide, and one is in Asia and one is labeled non-Asia. And by non-Asia, I'm guessing, what is this fat fuck? Well, it's dead now. Whoa, this shotgun leaks. You know, with a bit of range, this is quite awesome, I think. Anyway, not a secret, not a secret. And therefore, I think that in Dark Souls, the non-Asia server is probably somewhere in America. So if I play from Europe, I have like the most ass ping ever, like latency. It's just god awful. But the game itself is just so fun and I guess that's the exit. The game is so fun and awesome that I kind of play so much of it that, you know, your brain adapts to the crap factor of the netcode. You know what? I'm done playing with you. Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. You know, you could stop. Thanks. You know, die. You two, you know, basically just everyone dies now. You and you, fat fuck, get melted. Get melted. Get. I'm out of ammo. You. I mean, this seems like heavily inspired by Doom Eternal. And I don't know when this game came out, if there were already like screenshots of Doom Eternal or something. Or like a first showcase video or something. Because this seems very, very... Is this a world map? Kind of seems like it. Like... Is that Europe? No. I don't know, looks weird. But cool, you know, don't get me wrong. Everything is cool. I thought it was a secret. Whatever. So yeah, played a lot of Dark Souls, awesome game. But you know, honestly the PvE gets kinda, I don't know, kinda frustrating sometimes, you know. It's very, very interesting, basically, like as a case study for game development or gameplay. No thanks. Like game design. I mean, pretty much everyone is always saying like, "Ooh, this is the Dark Souls of whatever." Was that like a what did I pick up? I mean, it's experience, but what was it? So this is like a spiral? Oh, am I missing something? I kinda have the feeling. Oh, that's a yellow door, I guess. It's not a secret. Aha! This looks like an Anarchy A, I guess? Whatever. Ow! It spit in my face. What was that? Was that like this Star of David is called, I guess? Because you know the game seems to carefully avoid like Christian symbology, but then again not Jewish ones, I guess. But whatever, it's hell, you know. Satan doesn't know any rules. Let's get the other switches, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, Dark Souls is a good case study for... Yeah. Come on, shotgun. I really don't like the fact that it only fires if it feels like it, you know. I'm kind of used to, if I hold down the button, it should just keep firing over and over and over. I'm pretty sure every shooter does that, but this one doesn't. And that's really irritating, especially if there's like monsters like in your face and you keep tapping the button but it doesn't shoot. It feels like the button, the weapon is broken or something, you know. Because also it doesn't really skip any animation, so it has to, you know, center again before it lets you shoot again. Like many other games, just if you tap again, it skips like the last few animation frames or something. Many games do that. Even like, I guess Dark Souls does it? Yeah, you know, a lot of animation skipping and skipping from one combo to the next and stuff like that. So that would have benefited this game. Look, this is the Star of David, is it not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's an 8 thing, whatever. It's close enough, but you know, I get it. They want it to be like kind of similar but different, you know? Whoa. God dang, these worms are not my friends. Die. Can I press something? No. Aha! That wall kind of seemed a bit different. Everything must die now. What the fuck? They're like holding fucking rocket launchers? God damn. I took a lot of damage to the face. Die? Basically die forever? What the fuck? That's only a small health thing. I need big health. Is this like an optional area? I've seen this comment from Touchdown. Like these weird secrets that lead to the exit and stuff like that. I'm really not a big fan of that. It's very confusing and it feels like the optional areas, like, you know, do I have to go there or not? Or why can I even skip things? It makes no sense in terms of the game's progression, because you want to kill enemies and get all the upgrade points to advance your levels and stuff like that. But maybe it's a speedrunner thing, so, whatever. It's kind of weird to me that many game developers these days add specific features just for speedrunners. It's such a niche thing to think about, you know? But, you know, why not, I guess. I'm kind of looking for health or something, but honestly I have 16 lives, so I could just die and get my health back that way, and it wouldn't even matter. So let's just leave. 1 of 4 secrets. Meh, whatever. Oh, back in the workshop. Upgrade? Nope. Now what's that curse thing? Curses. Your surroundings. Everything receives double damage. Even you. Man, this seems like a thing that I've done for Unloved. It's called quad damage, but here it's double damage. Yeah, this is exactly what I meant, like a buff. You know, how about this? Give me this one just as the very first spell ever. It's except... Yeah, well, whatever. I have no idea. Just, you know, figure it out. Anyway, let's get more life, cause I'm running kind of dangerously low sometimes. And let's get to the next one, which is the Hellish Antarctica. They couldn't come up with anything else, I guess. Anyway, let's go. So yeah, what was I talking about? Dark Souls 3. Holy shit, this map looks awesome. Love the red hue. Love it, love it, love it. This is also something that's kind of underrated. Like a very, very colorful fog, which is something I've done for pretty much all my games, and it looks amazing every time. So I don't know, many games don't do that. Anyway, so yeah, Dark Souls 3. What is this? The exit? No, that's the entrance, right? Die. Yeah. I don't know. If you closely pay attention to how enemies... This is 100% a friggin' Star of David. Except it's kind of mixed with a pentagram, I guess. But what the fuck? These sounds are awesome. What? Man, okay, I'm noticing that the difficulty in this seems way higher now. God dang, this delay between shots is really irritating. Nothing here, nothing here. So yeah, for example, like, you know, Dark Souls has many aspects from fighting games. So for example, in a fighter game, like Street Fighter for example, you have something called, like, not a power armor, but something similar. It's called, like, I
I can't recall. But basically, some fighters, while they are in a move or something, they cannot be like the move that they are doing cannot be broken. So if you hit them while they are in that move, you just power through the hit. And Dark Souls uses the exact same mechanic. In Dark Souls, I think isn't it called like power armor or something? Whatever. It's like a weird thing that makes certain moves just power through anything that you're doing. And that's especially frustrating if you fight against enemies. And the whole game is basically just a huge memory test. Like, can you like, for example, so I've kind of tried to analyze where the difficulty comes from in Dark Souls. And basically what it is just a huge memory test, because every enemy basically has a delay in their attacks. And that is the major thing that causes the whole game, like the whole difficulty is based on these delays. Some enemies attack fast, some slow, and even one enemy can have several attacks, and some of them are fast and some of them are slow. So basically you would have to remember, and this is also something that's coming from the arcade era of video games. In arcades, the goal was to make a game that's appealing enough to keep you playing, but then the difficulty ramps up and makes you play over and over and over and over and over, so you spend the most amount of money playing the game. And basically how they achieved that in arcade games is that you had to memorize all kinds of stuff, and if you didn't remember that, or if you had no idea, you would just die. And Dark Souls is exactly the same. It just kills you with all these different moves. I mean, there are enemies that have like 5 or 6 different attacks at the same time. Like they swing like 5 or 6 times back to back, like bang, 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 bang. And if you didn't know that, they could easily like not one hit kill you, but kill you with that move and completely like irritate you and be like, and shock you basically, like, whoa, what the fuck? Even the most simple enemies do that, by the way. Even one of the very first enemies that you encounter has like an attack pattern that has like 5 or 6 different attacks back to back. And that's basically how Dark Souls achieves the difficulty. And at the same time, by remembering it, you get like a boost of like basically like a reward in your brain, like bam, yeah, I remembered, I'm awesome, now I'm better. And that's basically how Dark Souls plays and how the gameplay is, what the gameplay is centered around. The fuck? I don't know, I can't really see. Oh yeah, there are the pellets. Okay. Kinda cool. But I liked it in Unreal Tournament. It was better, but it looks really awesome, to be honest. It's really, really cool. They could have had more momentum, I think, like, again, like in Unreal Tournament. If you rip it off, just do it all the way, don't pretend like you're different, but, that's, I was always of the impression that if something is already good, just rip it off as it is and don't like screw with it and make it worse. If someone expects it to be as good, make it as good. But anyway, so yeah, played a lot of Dark Souls, and I've always played the kind of a warrior, like not a strength, if you actually know about Dark Souls, not actually a strength build, because that's honestly a bit, I don't know. All the tryhards are playing with a huge fuck-off weapon and try to be like one-hit kill you with like whatever. And I don't know, I've never liked that, so I'm using a quality build. Basically like a mix between dexterity and strength, which has also the most weapon variety, and I like variety, so I just, switch my weapons often and kill everything. And usually I use the very light armor. So basically, if you want to be a Dark Souls pro without any skill whatsoever, Just use a huge armor and a huge weapon, like the biggest weapon you can find, and just power armor through everything, because these huge weapons have exactly what I mentioned earlier, this power armor thing that makes you immune to be stunned or like broken out of your animation, and therefore even if enemies hit you, you have this, you're locked in your animation, so you will hit the enemy back, and because of you have a huge fuck-off weapon, you will always, or pretty much always, break the animations of the enemy. So as soon as you get the first hit in, the enemy is almost already dead. So there's the Christian imagery. Die, whatever crucified person you were! Probably not Jesus, I guess? Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, played a lot of Dark Souls. Really, really, really awesome. And yeah, again, I played a dexterity and a quality build most of the times, and that's really, really fun because you're agile, you kind of dodge, because I always play with minimum armor, and you're fast and agile and dodge around. But you know, again, if you want to be a Dark Souls pro, just use the biggest armor that you can find and the biggest weapon, and just power armor through everything. And you're good. There are a lot of rings and stuff that give you health regeneration per kill and per hit and everything. So basically you can play a huge health regenerating power armor freak with a huge weapon. And you can just play through the whole game and claim gamer cred for being an awesome gamer. I was like, that's the exit. No, it's not. It's the entrance. Why, game? Why are you so inconsistent with your stuff? And don't tell me it's like some kind of cute thing like, it's based on the story and the lore. You know, sometimes there... No. Just be consistent with your maps and, you know, make your story around that. Next map. Dagon Post. And yeah, so I'm playing with usually with a quality build, but now I was kind of bored, and I saw that, you know, for those games that I really, really care about, I try to get all the achievements, as long as they're not like some kind of bullshit achievements like in Doom Eternal where you have to play online and shit. I don't want to play online because there's only weirdos online, you know? So I'm like, you know, Doom Eternal, I have 100%ed the campaign, so you know what? I'm good. If you don't want to give me all the achievements for that, I'm done. Dang it. Why is it... Wasn't this like a switch in the last map? Whatever. Also, I didn't complete the sequence in the other map, did I? You know what? Who cares? This looks like a switch. Not a door. Not a switch. Not a door. You know, there is like... I learned that when I was making... the graphics for Gun Girl 2 and Gun Girl 1, basically. Basically, I learned it in Gun Girl 1 that it's very important to be very distinct about things that you can interact with and things that are kind of like background or like unimportant, like walls and stuff. And you really want to be very, very distinct about this, so that through the gameplay, the player gets a natural feeling for everything that's going on. Like, they know exactly what's... For example, if you have a 2D platformer, there's no worse thing that you can do as a game designer than be kind of wishy-washy with your background and your foreground, and people try to jump on things that are in the background and, you know, fall through the floors and stuff like that, and you know, because they mistake background and foreground, and you know, it's getting very confusing, and this is one of the worst things you can do for the player, because that gives the player this uneasy feeling of like, I have no idea what I can jump on and not, and what even is this game. And in this game they did kind of a similar thing with all the switches and like walls and everything. they should have been a lot more consistent. You know, this is an issue throughout the whole game, basically. Like, they should have been a lot more consistent with everything. Like, they have distinct door textures, but sometimes these door textures look like textures from other episodes that were also doors, you know, but now they're not doors. And the worst thing was for me in the second or the first episode, where I was in the cemetery and there was like this gate which had the door texture, but it wasn't a door. And this is a very, very bad thing for game development. Like, you want to be very, very... Like, this looks exactly like a door, but it isn't? Is this the entrance now? Why is the entrance sometimes a door and sometimes it's this weird purple swirly thing, and you know what I mean? And, you know, you might think like this is very trivial and nitpicky, but honestly this is a very big thing, because it's kind of the language of the game, basically. You know, so this is a door and this isn't? No, this is also a door, but this is a secret now? Or I have no idea. Whatever. Because the clearer the language of the game, that the better the player and the faster the player can just, you know, lose him or herself in the gameplay, you know, and just immerse, that's the word. Just immerse themselves and don't think about the gameplay at all. Just, you know, just play it and know exactly what they're doing and what needs to be done and stuff like that. Ooh, a revenant! Oh, how cute. Die! And yeah, this game is all over the place in terms of consistency, which is kind of a bad thing, but... Well, it's not a deal breaker or anything, but again, it's for the immersion thing that players know exactly what everything is, what they can use, what they can do, and then they can just, you know, they can start thinking about that. Like, for example, if you have, so for example, I did this with Unloved, the Doom mod. That's where I learned this with Gun Girl, with the backgrounds of Gun Girl 1. Oh my god. So the backgrounds in Gun Girl 1, I got a lot of criticism that they weren't clear enough, distinct from the foreground, and people started confusing them and just jumped in the air and fell to their death and stuff like that, because they thought the background was the foreground. And I learned from that, and in Gun Girl 2 I used a different coloring technique for the background, so that the foreground was always had a sharp edge to everything, like a sharp black outline basically, and the background was always a colorful outline, like a softer, much softer outline. And that was distinct enough for every player basically, because I never got the criticism in that game that they had difficulty to differentiate between foreground and background. And you know, I learned from this for all my games. So for example, in the Unloved Doom mod, there is a very distinct gray door texture that I always use for all the locked doors. And every time you press space to any of these gray doors, it will always say the lock is broken, and it will make always the same like locked door sound. And this, I was 100% consistent with that, except in the cases where I tried to trick the player. Like, there are one or two instances where these doors behave differently, but for a distinct purpose, that, you know, like I wanted to throw the player off. And that was very, very effective. I've seen a few YouTube videos and everyone fell for it. And that showed me that, so this is the exit, alright. That showed me that I was very successful with this consistency thing, that I made everyone 100%, you know, they just knew. They didn't have to press space at these doors at some point anymore. They knew it was always a locked door and would always make the same sound effect. So that was ingrained basically in the player's behavior, and then I could use that to flip it on its head and you know, not confuse the player, but, you know, make the player on edge again. Like, whoa, holy shit! I thought these doors are all broken, but this one does something else. And you know, there was even another. Wait, do I want any other upgrade? You know, I guess I should get the laser upgrade. Rocket launcher. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that I had one. The flamethrower I don't really like at all. I never use flamethrowers in any game, so this one is just. I kind of want to, you know, keep my points for the railgun. Go for that. Now what's that? Regenerating some mana? Nah. Maximum mana? Quick healer? All medkits heal 5 more. Or dropping things. I guess this is better because if it drops a health kit, I get much more. But here I get 5 for each. And let's get this. It seems more interesting. Whatever. And more life. Alright, let's keep playing. One more and then these two are the final video. Right! Hell. Okay, so now I get it. It's kind of like a mixture of these themes, like the hell theme mixed with something else. Okay, I get it. I was kind of not really noticing it, but yeah, it's kind of obvious. Honest, Lake Vesuvius. Isn't that like in Italy or something? The Vesuvio is like a volcano or whatever. The Vesuv. I have no idea how the international name is, like. Just Vesuv, I guess. Who cares? No one. Let's just kill everything, cause that's what we are here for. And by we, I mean me and my shotgun. Everything must die now. Oh yeah, and they are also mixing up the enemies now. Okay, I get it. Holy shit balls. Don't want to fall in these pits, because I kind of have the feeling that I will just die in there. Which would be bad. Dying is bad. Yeah, okay, the shotgun is kind of cool. Holy shit balls. An Ankh? Wait, an Ankh is now health? You know, game, I just talked at length about consistency, you know? So what's an extra life now in this map? I don't know, these are just things that you really want to avoid, you know? Same symbols but different use, you know, all kinds of stuff. Like, this game is all over the place with the consistency. And I guess, you know, it's a difficult thing to come up with new items for every area and stuff like that. I get it. But, you know, use just something else. I mean, Egypt has so many symbols and symbology, like a ton of stuff. This Eye of Horus and stuff like that. Like, you know, use anything. But yeah, consistency is one of the major things that, as a game developer, that you really want to keep in mind at all. It was also an additional life. It was also an Ankh game. Anyway, so yeah, consistency. It's basically like the dialogue between player and game. I thought this was Doom and I can just walk over it. I knew it would be an instant kill. You know why? Because it would be too difficult to make something like an elevator or something that gets me out of there again. It's kind of a shame, but you know, it's to be as expected. Fuck. Oh man, I really, really hope that this episode is not full of like these fucking bolts. Because when there's anything that I really hate, it's like this environmental garbage that just instant kills you and stuff. For example, the crushers in Doom. Fuck these crushers. And yeah, I mean, fucking pits that instant kill you. No thanks. I remember back as a kid when I played Yoshi's Island, I think it was. That was the very first game that did not have any death pits at all. And when I read about that in a magazine or whatever, where they talked about, because, you know, as a kid I was a dumbass. I wouldn't have figured that out by myself or like notice it or anything. Maybe I would, but whatever. I read it somewhere and I was like, what? Every game has death pits? Like, what is this? And then I noticed that the whole game doesn't have death pits. Or maybe it wasn't Yoshi's Island, but some other platformer. Can't really remember, but I don't know, whatever. And that blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, yeah, this is really awesome. Without death pits, it's much more fun. Yeah, whatever. What was that? Oh, the decals. Just a little reminder that we are still in a Unity game. But yeah, these issues you can have with every game. Even with the Unreal Engine. Whoa. Whoa. So, you know, in terms of game design, pretty much every other game either lets you jump or just walk. I mean, look at these tiny gaps. They're so small, they look like you can walk over it. So, I don't know, it feels like, you know, the death of the game kind of feels like unfair. Oh, I was kind of like, holy shit, the exit. Oh no, it isn't. Yeah. Aha! I still got it. Found a secret again? Did I raise a platform or something? What's the secret? Tell me. Or don't. Go fuck yourself. Whoa. No secrets. I like the idea that these items give you experience. It's like kind of a mix of like Wolfenstein, where there was like score, and score was extremely useless. But experience, you know, it has a use. So it's a nice idea to give it a purpose. That's kind of cool that his corpse is another enemy. Aha! So there is a raised platform. Extra life? Nice. You know, as much as I'm criticizing the game, I still really like it. So I hope you're not taking it the wrong way. It's a really good game. It still kind of baffles me that if I press space like this, it still activates everything around me as well. What the else? Platform? No. Platform? No. Secret? No. Alrighty. Honestly, that's the laser rifle, right? Or is it a different weapon? Huh. I still have one number left, so it might be a different weapon. I was kind of, I was like, you know, going past it, thinking like, I already have every weapon. But no, this... I thought it's the laser rifle, but it's not, I guess. So, I kind of want to get it now. But, will I search through this map until the ends of all time? No. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing takes way too long to kill anything. Wait, so this is the exit? I don't want to go to the exit. I want to get the rifle. Ugh, so this is like a mega secret now or something? God dang it. Ugh, I will never find that secret. Okay, this weapon is kind of cool. Ah! But still, the minigun is just way better. It's like, you know, ridiculous. A not alive and a not switch. I'm sorry. I really don't want to nitpick too much. So, yeah, about that. Ah! This is really terrible. I'm more afraid of falling in the freaking death pits than these jokers. So this is also something in Wolfenstein. They achieved kind of like a 3D effect by just coloring every, you know, every horizontal wall in the map is like slightly brighter, and every vertical wall in the game is like slightly darker, so that they kind of faked the look of like shadows, and like made it easier to distinguish between like edges and stuff like that. And in this game they kind of have like this this lighting, which is probably just it's, I don't know, it's like a weird lighting thing. It seems to be like a just normal light or something, but whatever. So, what was the point? Oh yeah, I have a blue key now, which makes a lot of sense if you do not think about it at all. Because I could already go to the exit, but you know, just saying. There's the blue door. So, am I doing this for the weapon or something? That was a cool shot. Alright, don't fall in the lava. You know, it's kind of a dick move game, but you know, I'll let it slide. Don't talk to me like that. Nope. No. I really don't want to fall in the friggin' pits here. What am I stuck on? Fucking worms, fucking everything. Ah! Secret, 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 secret. No, 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 no. Right, now I have a yellow. Hello. Let's go with a shot. Aha, now I have a teleporter. Why is the health up there? Nope. Don't tell me I can't go back now. Oh, you dick fucker. Oh, no! And no, I will not risk it and walk off the edge. No, fuck this. Well, you know. Nah, fuck it. You know, game, I gave you a fair chance. Holy shit. Let's see if I can find the weapon. Again, consistency, you know? Every other ledge you cannot walk on, but this one you can. Every other ledge you just walk against it. But here, god dang it. But, oh well, you know, it's not... It's not... It does not make me angry. Or does it? Oh, fuck me. Didn't really notice the platform. Oh, fuck off. These are cool textures. And I got all kinds of stuff. Blue key. That's the only... Ah, fuck. Kinda wanted to check if there is a secret, but... yeah, I get this secret instead, I guess. Not a secret? No. Everything can die now. My god, the frame rate. I already see the secret wall, don't worry. I have to get rid of the riffraff first. You know, that would be really cool if you could just bounce. Yeah, but it's not strong enough. It's a limp dick shotgun. Not a strong, beefy, erect shotgun. I have no idea what the difference might be. Actually, I do. The erect shotgun shoots like a real straight path, and nothing can stop it. Much like the railgun in Unloved. And when I was making that game, I didn't know how trails... Well, I did know how trails work, but there was some kind of issue with that, I remember. You know, when you have a projectile, you can just give it a trail, and it has, like, a trail. Haha! And there is an extra particle thing in the Unreal Engine to make, like, these trails. And I don't really remember what the issue was. I couldn't get it right, I think. So what I did instead is just spawn, like, I don't know how many hundreds of particle effects to make the trail basically look like a trail, but instead it's just many amounts of particles spawned after each other, so that when the projectile flies across the screen, it leaves all these particle effects in the air, making it seem like a trail. Yeah, that was fun. You know, it's kind of ridiculous that modern graphics cards can basically spawn almost infinite amounts of particle effects, and it has almost zero impact on performance. These are called GPU particles. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Fuck yourself, friggin' succubus biatch. Man, I'm swimming in ammo. What the fuck? Double secrets. Holy shit. Awesome. Again, kind of similar to Doom Eternal, where you shoot bits of the enemies. Man, that is really an amazing way to show that a weapon is powerful, that you shoot bits of your enemies. Really awesome, but you know, it takes a huge budget for this shit. It's really ridiculous if you think about it, the amount of animations and like extra elements for each for each enemy in that game. I mean, not only did they have to model the whole enemy and animate it, but also the guts of all the enemies have to be modeled and, I don't know if animated, but at least they have to be present and also be spawnable as like guts that fly around when you shoot them off and stuff like that. It's ridiculous how much work had to be put into that, but it also serves the perfect cause, because it's exactly what they wanted for that game, to make you feel as powerful as possible. And I honestly feel like they achieved that. I mean, the Doom guy in the new games, he feels like the absolute most badass hero of any game I've ever played. And even Duke Nukem would be like in shame. You know, for a long time there was like this debate of like, who would win in a fight, Doom guy or Duke Nukem? And all people said like, Doom guy has no chance against Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem is awesome. And now it's like there isn't even a debate anymore. Like Duke Nukem can just, you know, go fuck himself. It's kind of a shame, because Duke Nukem was one of my favorite games back as a kid, and I'm honestly completely lost in this. Oh yeah, there's the yellow key, obviously. Duke Nukem was one of my favorite games, and we played it over the network all the time, and it was just the most fun ever. And honestly, the thing that even stuck with me today, till this day, is the fact that Duke Nukem 3D was the very first game that I've ever... These worms, man. Was the very first game... These worms, man. Was the very first game I've ever played where the environments looked like actual things of the real world. Like you were in a city, and you know, in Doom there was like... There were maps called like city and stuff like that, but you know, when you play it, they don't really feel like a city at all. They're kind of like... You know, it's just basic Doom geometry, basically. Like early 90s geometry, basically. I guess they didn't really think about the amounts of detail they could have put into all these locations, or they didn't care, or they didn't have time, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But in Duke Nukem 3D, when I first played that, I didn't even, you know, that thought didn't even cross my mind, because in no other game before that ever, at least none of the games that I played, there was a real, like, location looking like an actual thing in the real world. So this is the BFG, I guess? Yep, but it's really lame. What the fuck? This is the lamest BFG ever! Come on, game. You can do better than that. I mean, make a huge explosion, huge, like, particle effects, huge everything. I mean, if I shoot this thing, like, there's all these particles everywhere, which looks awesome. You know, this looks really, really cool. And this is ass! This is 100% ass! Come on, game! This is really bad! I mean, yeah, the weapon kills stuff, whoop-de-doo, so do every other weapons as well, but, you know, this is supposed to be like the ultimate badass weapon, and it's ass! Man! I really hope I can get an upgrade for that shit. Oh shit! Kill all the cat people! Kill all the cat people! Ooh, the music's getting funky now. Locked door. Again, I'm not really a big fan of these, like... It's not very obvious, like, these locked doors, but whatever. No. Are they shooting with a final weapon? Kinda seems like it. Anyway. Wow, these enemies drop like a shit ton of stuff. Aha! Points to spend? 3. Will I spend them? Well, yes, probably. I don't know, I've never been a fan of like these, why is this pitch black? I've never been a fan of damage over time things in any game. I don't know, it kind of feels like, why over time if I can have it right now, you know? So I, even in many, you know, like role-playing games and stuff like that, I never go for the effects or spells or weapons or whatever that deal damage over time. Yikes. Yikes. But instead I always go for the direct damage. So, yeah. But, you know, it's not bad. Man, this music. It's a funky. Holy shit. Death. What the ass? You know, I would use this, but this weapon is just such a weak-ass limp dick. BFG version. Like, whoop-de-doo, I shoot a laser ball. Look at my huge cojones. No. That's not how you do it. Why do you think the BFG has this huge fuck-off explosion? And also this huge sound like... No. This explosion is... ass. I was kind of thinking like, the music is getting kind of repetitive now. But oh well, this is like a dark synth song. From the 90s. Don't you just love it when you see a spider on your wall and you look away and you look back and it's just gone and you're like, what the fuck, where did it go? But I have things to kill, so spider, you can go in a corner and wait. Spiders are like the worst campers ever. They just sit and wait for their victims, I guess. Kind of lazy, you know? Holy shit, why is this pitch black? Is this a bug? Is this supposed to be like pitch black? Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! Okay. This is kind of like the developer going like... Some people say like, the light has no purpose because everything is bright. So the developer went back and changed a few rooms to pitch black. Like, see? Now the spell has a purpose. Now go fuck yourself, you piece of shit! Oh man. Yay. This would have been cool if this was something like a secret wall detector or something like that, you know? Like in Duke Nukem you have this this night vision goggles or whatever it's called, and it makes like all kinds of things appear. You know, this could have been a use for this spell. Right now, it's, you know, again, whatever. I've talked about the spells enough. They're completely useless. Kind of a bummer, because the whole premise of the game is kind of like this Warlock thing. So I was kind of expecting these spells to be more usable. But, whatever. Oh god, don't fall. Don't you just love it in Doom maps, where... Some maps had like these tiny walkways where you had to balance across, and if you fall down there's like a pit of acid and stuff like that. Yeah, I hated these maps. Because back then we always played with a keyboard. No, you goddamn asshole! Fuck me, game. Don't you ever do that shit again, man, motherfucker. God dang it, this should have been one of the first things they noticed while playtesting, that it always defaults to the fucking dynamite. Like, no other weapon is defaulted to but the fucking dynamite? Are you fucking kidding me? When you're running out of ammo, you should never choose the rocket launcher or the dynamite. Only if you have no other weapon. God damn, even Doom did it, man. Fuck me, if I died to that fuck, that would have been really, really ass, you know? Fuck me, man. And yeah, this all is proving that, you know, don't get me wrong, I still like this game. Again, I am nitpicking the hell out of this, but this shows you how fucking difficult it is to get gameplay right, you know, to get game design right. You see so much garbage on Steam. That's because people put no effort in their maps, in their games, and ultimately you notice it. You know, it's clear as day. Some people might think like, "Hey, you can just, you know, half-ass it," but no. Believe me, in every single detail there has to be some thought and effort put into it. Otherwise, the game falls apart. And, you know, after playing so many maps in this game, I kind of feel like they kind of slacked a little bit, you know? They were kind of slacking. But this is not the time to be slacking off. Do I really care about these secrets? I mean, I guess it's an upgrade point. Music. Music, music, music. My god. This is also a fun fact. I don't know if I should say this, but whatever. When I worked with James on the soundtrack of Dimension Drifter, there was like this one distinct track that was very, very important for me because it was the main theme of the maps that you play. And as I've said in a previous video, I'm very, very like particular about the music. It has to, it should be as little repetitive as possible, because the gameplay itself is kind of repetitive. So, oh god, I'm done. Holy shit, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Fuck me. Anyway, so yeah, the music itself should be very, very different. You know, very, very melodic and stuff like that. So it doesn't feel. The gameplay feels less repetitive through the music, because you know, you can just hum along and stuff like that. And there was this one track, and he just wouldn't. I was always saying like, it's very repetitive, please change it. Very repetitive, please change it. And he changed it like 3 or 4 times, and it still was very repetitive at the end. I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I just took it, and I was like, fuck me. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening to me rant about all these nitpicky stuffs. But anyway, I hope that this is like interesting for people who are interested in game development and game design and stuff like that, because, you know, again, yeah, there's so much that you have to think about and get right. Yeah, I will never upgrade these. I will never get these points, because after this there's the final boss, and I don't care about this too much, as you know, and you can't go back, so I don't know, feels kind of pointless. It's, you know, it's such a wasted opportunity, because there has been so much work put into all of this stuff, and ultimately, you know, these two, you know, I could have gotten a different one. Maybe it's the point of the game to not be able to get every upgrade. I could barely afford like 4 spells. I don't know, whatever. Again, don't get me wrong, I still like the game, but again, the amounts, you know, that's what I meant. I've talked about this in the previous videos. it's like these little things, they add up and add up and add up, and the more you play, the more you notice them, and then the overall feeling of the game gets kind of dampened, and you kind of feel like, you know, it's kind of a missed opportunity. But again, don't get me wrong, I still like the game. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you got something out of this for like game design purposes, or like getting what I think about this game development stuff and everything. So yeah, thank you guys for watching,
and I will see you in the next video.